I used to take myself out on dates, open my own damn doors, pay for everything on my plate.
Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well. Today's video is all about new perfumes that have just recently come out, and I'm also gonna announce a giveaway somewhere in the video, so make sure you watch from start to finish. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you find any value in the video, also share it with friends, family members. Let's get cracking. Right, so I'm going to start this video with this PR package that I received from Commodity, and this is the new release that is not out yet, but it will be out on Sephora's website and also on Commodity's website. I don't know the exact dates, but I believe it's going to come out at Sephora at the end of August. I will leave the details below. So this is a collaboration with Emma. She's here on YouTube. She's a perfume student and she's just a lovely person. I watch her every now and again, just like I watch everyone else, and I really enjoy her content, and I love how she talks about perfumes. She gives a lot of values in her videos. I'm sure a lot of people know of her, but yeah, this is a PR package that I got for a new perfume that I'm about to share. So the name of the perfume is called Milk Orchid. This is the bottle. I will insert a video of me unboxing it, and I'm just so impressed by the package. I'm impressed by, spoiler alert, I'm impressed by the scent of this perfume. If you have the original milk and you love yourself a sweet, lactonic, creamy, just smooth and enjoyable, super beautiful, you are going to be obsessed with this perfume. Now it has notes of fig milk, coconut cream, almond blossom. It has vanilla orchid, warm cotton, magnolia, macadamia milk, and also sandalwood. But what I get, just check out the sprayer. Oh, this is absolutely mind-blowing. I initially get a super creamy coconut. It's ever so slightly spicy. A lot of people are not going to get that, but I'm really sensitive to spice, so I smell a very tiny incy bit of spice, but it's not overwhelming, and a lot of people, like I said, are not going to notice it. I get this smooth, creamy, heavy, dense scent. The longevity on this is marvelous because I tried it out yesterday and also today, and I can tell you it lasts on me, because perfumes are subjective. It lasts on me for around about 7 hours, where I could literally smell it. It projects. It's not like the original milk, which I love. You guys already know I love milk. It projects a lot more than the original milk. So in terms of the comparison, this is the original milk, this one is the expressive. I get a super lactonic, marshmallowy type creaminess from this one. However, this has a little bit more to it. The cream is heavier because you get the fig milk, you get the coconut cream, you get the almond cream. So this is all the nutty, coconutty, condensed milk, so rich, so decadent. I cannot scream about this enough. Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite releases of 2025 so far. In terms of comparison, they are different enough to own both. I promise you, they are so different. You get the DNA of milk for sure, but this is on a different level. In terms of my preference, I prefer this one only because we're going into autumn and winter, and I feel like this is going to cut through the cold. It is also a limited edition, so once this comes out, run, do not walk. You would absolutely love this scent. It is a little bit more complex than the original, and I highly recommend it. The way I'm sweating in this video is unreal. It's about 30 degrees in London right now, and I'm suffering, honestly. So yesterday, I went to Selfridges and I went around to sort of try to smell the new perfumes. But unfortunately, I was told that I could not film in Selfridges. If I wanted to film, I needed to contact their PR office to get a special badge to say that I can film. I don't have time for that. I just wanted to smell the perfumes and let you guys know what is new, what is good, what isn't. So I managed to get a few perfumes on video. Anyhow, before I dive into the video, I want to share a giveaway. So you all know how much I talk about Neroli Blanc Intense. I absolutely love this perfume. It's a orange blossom, clean, soapy opening, very likable. I've not heard one person not like this perfume. It lasts long on me. It gets me compliments. It's great for all season. It's an all-rounder type of perfume, and I love it. So I reached out to the brand about a month ago. I said I was going to come back to YouTube, and I would love to come back and share a giveaway. If they'd like to work with me on it, let me know. They did. So they're going to send a perfume to whoever I choose at random to win this beauty. This is a worldwide giveaway. So the details, I'm going to explain it now, and I will also leave it in the comments down below. So what you have to do, make sure you're subscribed to me on YouTube. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and make sure you follow the brand also on Instagram and TikTok. I will leave everything linked below. So all you've got to do is just click on and go and follow. The last thing I need you to do is once you get to the brand's website, let them know FromAbiWithLove sent you. That's all you've got to do. I'm going to see if I can do 2 bottles. I have a bottle that I would love to share. So maybe I'll choose 2 winners. I'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's the giveaway. I would probably announce the winner in 2 weeks time. So yeah, Neroli Blanc Intense. Right, so the first perfume that I smelled, for the sake of this video, I've smelled this perfume before, is Impadia by BDK. Now, I have a little thing to say. I love Rouge Smoking by BDK. I have always loved that perfume. It's a beautiful cherry scent that smells like cherry and Coca-Cola. But all the other perfumes have not really been my cup of tea personally. But I decided I didn't want to buy Impadia only because I've read 1 or 2 things about the brand owner and it just doesn't sit right with me, knowing what I've heard, to now go and spend my money on a brand that doesn't particularly support us. Now, I don't have the full context, but I did hear and see a few things on social media that it just makes me want to withdraw a little bit and not invest. But I will still tell you about the perfume. It does have a resemblance to Guidance, and initially I thought it had the Guidance / Delina scent, but it's actually more like a sweeter version of Guidance by Amouage, and I think it's lovely. I love the bottle. It's a long-lasting scent. It is really pretty. It's very likable. I feel like if you don't like the Guidance, you would probably like Impadia because it's a more digestible version of it. I don't think they are dupe by any means, but there is a resemblance between the 2 perfumes. So that's my take on Impadia. So the next perfume that I smelt is called Sistas Before Mistas by JUSBOX. It's such a pleasant, sweet, not complex, just a basic smelling perfume. I'm not saying that in a bad way at all. I say that for someone like me who has a large collection. I'm not like, wow, I need to add this to my collection, but I think a lot of people are going to like it. Not sure if it's a particularly new release, but I've never seen it before. So I think it's a little bit juvenile, just a tiny little bit. It's like a juvenile niche smelling perfume. So somebody who is a teenager, early 20s, is going to love it. For me, it's just too basic for me to spend over $200-300 on a perfume that is not that groundbreaking. But let me get you the notes. Okay, so it is a new release and it has notes of lime, blackcurrant, ginger, strawberry, banana, lily of the valley. It's got orange, it's got sugar, sandalwood milk, and amber, and it's described as a fruity floral, which is what it is. It's not groundbreaking, but it's really, really lovely. And then I went over to smell Mindgames. I will be very honest with you. I don't like the bottles. The bottles are just chunky. They are not aesthetically pleasing to my eyes personally. And those perfumes are pricey. I know a lot of people went on about quinine. I wasn't head over heels in love with it. I thought it was a nice vanilla, but there was nothing special to me about the perfume. However, I liked Prodigy. That's really, really lovely. It has a little bit more oomph to it. But will I buy it? Probably not, because the bottle is, I just don't like the look of the bottle. I don't, the concept of the brand, it's not very clear to me. I don't know what their mission is. They just came out of nowhere to me because I live in London. So they came out of nowhere and I just thought, what are these bottles? And I just wouldn't spend that much money. If I saw it at a discount and it was maybe 50% off, yeah, I'll definitely buy it. I'll buy Prodigy. I wouldn't really buy quinine because I've got so many perfumes that fulfill that vanilla craving that I have, that I don't think quinine would really stand out in my collection. So the next perfume I tested was Existence by Amouage. The first time I smelled this perfume was actually sent to me in PR, not the full bottle. I got a sample and I loved it. I fell in love. I thought, wow, Amouage, I've done it again. And I thought to myself, at some point, I would love to own the bottle. But every time I've gone to Harrods or Selfridges and I smell this perfume, I find myself disliking it more and more. It's heavily floral, but it goes into this rather sour and really strange territory that doesn't work well on my skin. But yeah, I wouldn't buy it. Go smell it, save your coins. And I have a video coming up actually, probably this week coming, where I'm going to tell you all about perfumes and how to get perfumes at a discount, where to buy your perfumes, my tips and tricks. So definitely look out for that video. But yeah, Existence is really lovely. But it's a very heavy white floral to me. It was love at first sniff and then it became confusion at second sniff. So I would say if you're going to get it, please smell it first, because you may experience the same thing that I experienced. It's a really, really long lasting perfume. That goes without saying. Amouage does incredibly long lasting perfumes. And then I went over to smell the new Nishane. It's called Oudous. Now, this is described as a citrus oud, and it has notes of pomelo, Italian mandarin. It's got middle notes of cherry, honeybalm, Spanish labdanum, akigala wood, patchouli, and oud. I really like this. I didn't love it. but I really liked it. It had a sweetness and a strong oud scent. It sort of reminds me of Oud Isfahan, but really friendly, like a really friendly type of oud. It does open up really bright, super fresh. You get the patchouli, it's a little bit green, but it's really multifaceted, and I think a lot of people are going to enjoy it. The only thing I don't like about it is the bottle. I just don't like the bottle. I love, but the design of it, I'm not sure about that. I don't know what the creativity behind it. It doesn't make that much sense to me. Now, the honey note is not prominent to my nose, so if you're somebody that is sensitive to honey, I still think you can try this out because it's not so honey forward. It's more of a very strong, sweet, citrusy type of oud. Really nice perfume. So the next perfume is by Penhaligon, and it's called The Cut. This is a men's perfume. This reminds me of the barbershop. It reminds me of a typical male forward or masculine forward type of scent. It has notes of clary sage, it's got cypress, it has lavender, cedarwood, you get mint, basil, and I consider this to be quite lavender heavy. It's quite aromatic, fresh, green, but it's definitely not for me. It's not for me in the slightest. I think it also smells a little bit more mature. So I think a more mature gentleman would appreciate this scent. I wouldn't get it for a young guy. It just doesn't give me that vibe. But it's a really nice perfume if you like masculine smelling perfume. There's nothing I can compare it to because there's nothing in my collection that smells like that. But it's probably one of the most masculine scents that I've smelled from Penhaligons, because a lot of their perfumes tend to be more unisex. So yeah, I'm not a fan of this one for myself, but I think somebody who likes a typical smelling masculine perfume that smells a little bit more refined would like this sort of perfume. I know a lot of people have already spoken about this new Libre perfume. I think it's Libre L'Eau Nue. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it very well, but my apologies. So this perfume has notes of mandarin, lemon, orange blossom, and lavender. This is probably the most wearable lavender that I've smelled this year. I love this perfume. It's water-based perfume, which means it's not going to have a long shelf life, because a lot of water-based perfume normally lasts around about a year or two. But it's a really lovely bottle. The scent is super likable. The lavender is not as forward as the original. You get the orange blossom. It smells so clean, very clean girl aesthetic kind of scent. It has good longevity. It's not a massive projectile, which I didn't expect it to be because it's a water-based perfume. But it's a really nice scent. If you want something that smells good, sits closer to the skin around about the 2-3 hour mark, that is literally the perfume for you. In a nutshell, it's a beautiful white floral, citrusy type of scent. And next we have Eladaria, because I remember pronouncing it as Eladaria, and the sales associate told me it's pronounced Eladaria. So Eladaria by Creed is beautiful. It's a rose lover's dream. It is super strong. It projects far and wide. I wouldn't buy it only because I have so many rose perfumes that kind of fall in the same category. But if you're looking for a powdery, musky type of rose, you are going to love it. It has notes of pink pepper. It has mandarin, bergamot, rose, peony, powdery notes, lily of the valley, ambroxan, musk, cashmere wood, and vanilla. You smell all of those. But it's a very rose heavy perfume that is heavy, but it's light at the same time. To me, it's a summer scent. It's a spring summer type of perfume. I wouldn't pull for it any other time. The projection is not something that everyone is going to smell unless you sort of overspray your body, but it's a really nice and very princessy type of rose. And then we have a Raspberry Ripple by Jo Malone London. This perfume has notes of red currant, raspberry, and white musk. And this is described as a sweet, fruity perfume. Now, when I heard about this perfume, I thought it was going to be ice creamy, fruity kind of scent, and it wasn't that at all. It opens up nice and sweet, yes, but there's something slightly sour in the base that doesn't work well on my skin. It's a super musky, really musky scent with some fruits, almost like the fruits are about to go off, but they're not completely off. That's what I get from it. So tread carefully with this one. Go smell it, because I know a lot of people have different takes and they perceive this particular fragrance quite differently. So go smell it, see what you think. Do not blind buy it. I'm not sure if it's a limited edition, but it's nice if you want something that's lovely but rather odd at some point. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, it's a smell before you buy. So the next perfume is Flora Gorgeous Gardenia Intense by Gucci. I only have one Gucci perfume in my collection, and it's the Gucci Guilty. I have never been a huge fan of Gucci perfumes, and the floral line is not for me. It's not for me at all. However, this one is really nice. It's intense vanilla with some florals. It's not complex. It's not groundbreaking in my opinion, but if I had to choose one of the Gucci florals, it would definitely be this one. It's a floral scent with some woody and vanilla base. Basically, it has good longevity, I'll give it that, because when I sprayed it on my skin, I smelt it up until when I went to bed. So it's definitely one that has amazing longevity, but it's just not for me. The old Gucci line is just not my taste. So the last perfume is the Prada Paradoxe Radical Essence, another flanker. But let me tell you what this flanker is. Let me just tell you in a nutshell. One moment. If you put these two together, this is Yum Gelato by Kayali and the original Prada Paradoxe. You get Radical Essence. It has pistachio, neroli, and also sandalwood, but it's a floral pistachio. It's rather strange combination, but it actually works. You do get that nutty feel right from the first spray, and I will say that I really like it. I just don't need it because I can layer these two and I get the same thing, but this one gives a little bit more of a creamier feel to it. But yeah, I thought we were done with pistachio, but clearly not, because there's just more pistachio perfumes coming out. I personally love the Prada Paradoxe line. I think every single flanker they've brought out so far is lovely. My favorite, however, is the Intense. I just think it's vanilla heaven. So the last perfume, I wasn't able to actually smell it because it's not out in stores yet, but I spoke to a sales associate who told me it should be out by the end of August, I believe, and she told me it's exactly like the original Barénia, which I have over here, which I absolutely love. It's such a beautiful patchouli, slightly fruity sort of scent, very, very sophisticated. She told me this is the flanker is more earthy and more woody. She prefers the Intense version, but she said a lot of people are probably going to use this for the day and the Intense one for the night. So once that comes out, it sounds like something I would want to add to my collection. So yeah, Barénia Intense should be coming out soon. This is not the bottle though. This is the original. Make sure you enter the giveaway. I'm going to try and do 2. The only reason I say try is because I can only post perfumes to people in the UK. So maybe I'll see how that goes basically. But don't forget to follow me on all my social media platforms. Follow the brand as well of Neroli Blanc Intense, and also comment on this video. Again, I will leave all the details in the comments down below. Check out the comments, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Make sure you check out Milk Orchid. Make sure you buy this perfume. This is a limited edition bottle. It's limited edition. Once it's gone, I've been told that it's gone. So definitely run and buy. I'm sorry I don't know the prices, but I'm guessing it's going to be in the regular price range as all the other commodity perfumes. So yeah, Milk Orchid is really doing it for me right now. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Make sure you like. If you like the video, do comment. I love reading all of your comments. It means so much to me. And also subscribe if you haven't already, and share the video. And I cannot wait to see you all in my next video. Bye.